Catherine Deneuve is here. She is, in everybody's judgment, an icon. She belongs to an elite group of actors known worldwide just by name or face. She has worked with many well-known directors, including Francois Truffaut, Louis Buñuel, and Claude Chabrol. Her new film is 8 Women. It has been called France's answer to an Agatha Christie whodunit. It stars 8 famous French actresses, including Fanny Ardant, Isabelle Huppert, Emmanuelle Berth, and, of course, Catherine Deneuve. Here is the trailer from the film. I am pleased to have Catherine Deneuve back at this table. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Now listen to what people are saying about this. This movie has gotten terrific reviews in Europe. It comes to the United States. This is from one publication. Pile France's most glamorous actresses into a house set in a snowy countryside, murder the head of the household in his bed, and watch the 8 women in his life sniff and snarl, and in the middle of an hour-long catfight, break into song and dance. Someone else said about this, Francois Ozon's 8 Women brings together many of France's top leading ladies. How did he do it? Asked one. It is a brave man who attempts to put Catherine Deneuve, Fanny Ardant, Isabelle Huppert, and others in one film. So doomsayers warned Francois Ozon when he set about casting his film, The 8 Women. That's what they warned him about. The actress's ego, they said, would trip them up. There would be histrionics. Each would vie for the director's attention. The whole enterprise would end up in one enormous catfight. Did it?
No.
It worked.
Very disappointing.
Yes.
No, because the film was quite, complicated to make.
Yeah.
And we were very, it was a big challenge for everybody. We had to do the film in 8 weeks on a set. The film takes place, happens in 2 days. We were very supportive to each other, so there was not really cat fight. And anyway, when you have to fight, like that, and sort of be able to get everything out of your, not even your chest, but let's say your imagination, on screen, when you have to work, you are very cool after that, as a person.
Well, so you have here a lot of very talented young actresses, people who have great reputations. They feed off of each other.
Yes, it's very exciting, because it's very rare that you are in a film only with women. I think it's really very rare. I just can't think of the film of Cukor, where there were only women. Right. And there were some men. Were there some men? Sometimes. In the film, there is really no men. And it was like being in a college, in a way.
Yeah.
It's cool, boarding school.
How is he as a director?
He's very directive. He knows very well what he wants. He's young and talented. He's done 3 films now, 4 films. And he's behind the camera, which is a great help for the actresses.
He's there.
He's there because he's holding the camera. So
he's actually the photographer.
He's the photographer of the film.
Yeah.
So he really knows, because he really sees it. He's very sharp, he's very precise, he's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah. It works because of the talent plus what? It's a great whodunit? Frankly,
it works a lot because of him. Because he really knew what he wanted to do with the subject that was a play, very old-fashioned play of the 50s, 60s, I think. And he knew what he wanted to take from that play, who he wanted in the film, because I remember when I met him, the script was not completely finished when I got involved with him for the film. And I had to make up my mind very quickly, because he needed, someone to start, to be able to go on making the family, and I had an impression that he was very, very sharp and very, very secure about, what he wanted to do with the film.
So you said yes immediately?
Very quickly, very quickly.
Yeah. You would prefer to make films in France than the United States or elsewhere?
No, not elsewhere. I prefer to do films where I'm proposed interesting parts, and frankly, I'm not offered that many interesting or original parts in America. That's why I work in Europe mostly.
Because America tends to stereotype you as something?
Frankly, I don't see why an American director, unless a very specific reason, would choose a European actress to play in an American film today.
Unless it was a European role.
Everything at home, really, and very good actresses in America. So before, they used to have co-production, so you would have sometimes European actresses coming, to do a film like that and stay. But it's not like that anymore. The films are not really on that level anymore.
Have you gotten along with most of your directors?
Yeah.
Truffaut?
Yes, most of them. But so also with my partners, men and women.
Yeah. You actually, you're not one who gets in lots of fights with people about
no, because I don't like. No, I can be disappointed sometimes, afterwards, or I can discuss before, when we read the script, or before the making, really, of the film. But I don't like conflicts, and I don't like relations where you have to fight. I would rather work with someone I get along with, because it's much easier to work with than to go further. Than if you have to lose the energy and the time, on the set to discuss about what you have to do. It's already difficult enough to do what you have to do when you both agree. So I would rather be in a smooth relation with people I'm working with.
It's a better environment for you to get the most out of you.
Yes, that's the way I am. That's my character. I don't like conflicts that much. No, I don't like to work in a sort of battle.
Looking back at directors that have gotten the best out of you, what have they had? What have they done? I mean, if you were trying to say to a young director, "Here's what's worked for me," what would you say?
It's very difficult to say that. I think to a director it would be difficult for me because it really comes from me. I would say what I need, to really go as far as I think I don't know. It's to have confidence in the person I'm working with.
If you don't have confidence in him or her, then it makes...
It's not that I don't have confidence. It's to have a very big confidence in the person who is asking, who is directing you. Because if you lose a little the confidence, you do what you know. You
rely on you fall back on your skills.
Yes, and exactly. Like an actress, at my time, after so many films, I'm sure I can manage, to be. But I just don't want to manage. I want someone to push me a little further, and I can only do that with someone I feel very secure.
Do you find yourself today being pushed to go and reach places you had not been before as an actress?
I hope so. I mean, that's the way I still feel, because there are still, I'm sure, things that I fear, when I'm working, and things that I don't, that I know but not that well about myself, and I'm still, I think I'm still able to go to places I haven't been yet, I think. I mean, that's the way I feel, at least.
Yeah. Suppose someone said, "We will never know how good she is as an actress until she forgets about how she looks."
Oh, I can't forget about that.
You can't. You're not worried about that. You were saying...
No, I don't say I'm not worried. I say I can forget. It's not the same story.
It's not the same thing. You're right.
No, when I did the film, with Björk, the film of Lars von Trier,
they got hugely positive reviews.
Yes, I know some people didn't accept me, in the film, in the character, but frankly, I know what I think of myself in the film, not as an actress, but as a possibility to be real and to be convincing. I know what I did in the film is, for me, is right. I know what I don't think. I think you cannot like an actress in a film, but I know, at least myself, I'm sure that what I did was right for me, and I think it's right. It was convincing for me to be that type of woman in a film. And frankly, we didn't have much light in the film. It was no makeup, or almost no makeup. Right. And I didn't have any fear of anything, because I had a great confidence in Lars von Trier.
Yeah, the director did a terrific, and the relationship with Björk?
It went very well. She's a very lovely person, and I was not in the relation to direct her, and she's used, to work by herself. So her problems were more with Lars von Trier, because they are both a little the same. They are used to really do the things as they want the things to be, and not to have to discuss and share that with each other. So sometimes there were conflicts, but I went along very, very well with her. I saw her again after that.
Tell me about Gabby, who you play. Here we have a scene where she talks about money, her mother, and her husband, who is dead, having been murdered. Who is she?
She's a terrible little monster. I mean, all the women in the film. Until the moments, because we all have a moment in the film where we sing and dance.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's a moment where, with the song, you can understand a little more about the characters, and maybe why you could find a certain forgiveness about, what they are in the film today, because they really are monsters, in the film, very selfish. Yeah. And Gabby is one of them. She has she's a very sort of provincial bourgeoise, taking care of her mother, but reminding her all the time, taking care of sister as well, reminding her all the time.
That she's taking care of her.
Never there, dressing, jewels and all that, but there is a secret behind all that. And we all have a secret, a personal secret behind the person we're supposed to be. Yes.
You have secrets?
Yes.
About who you are, or what kind of secrets?
Would that be a secret anymore if I do that?
But you can
No.
tell me what kind of secrets would you, I mean, secrets about what?
What I think.
In terms of opinion of things and people? And
Yes, opinion of things, my opinions about some certain people, what I think of certain person, what I think of people, what I think of
who you like and don't like?
life, yes.
Yeah. But what about a big secret? I mean, a big secret would be...
What would it be?
Well, I think a big secret would be a great love that you had, love affair that you had we don't know about.
Yes.
That would be a big secret. A big secret might be, you know...
I don't call that such a big secret because it's a very common big
Yes,
secret. You'll see that tonight, you know, on television.
Yeah,
What's a
it's
big
true.
secret? Love.
Yeah.
Tonight we will see the big secret of Saddam Hussein. That's something.
Exactly. But a lot of people have had children that we don't know about. They discover later. Those
Yes,
kinds
no,
of things.
I don't have that kind of secret.
No.
No, my secrets are more on an everyday base, you know. They are
Yeah.
more, I'm a secretive person, you know, and I'm a very,
Why is that?
why not? I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's a question of character, you know. I just don't think I have to give away everything all the time when I'm asked.
The thing you most, I mean, you have a, you don't look with great favor upon prying journalists either, do you?
I don't what?
You don't like journalists who pry into your private life very much.
No, I don't.
Or generally, you don't, not just your life. You don't generally like it as an idea.
As an idea, yes. I'm a very secret person, and I don't like very much to discuss, you know, private matters, unless I decide to talk about it with one person I want to discuss, but I don't talk about, you know, it's true.
My interest is not, my interest, as you know, is not in terms of sort of that kind of thing, of things that might embarrass you, but who you are and what makes you tick and how you feel about things. I mean, that to me makes a person interesting.
Yes,
I mean, if you and I
do understand, but
knew each other, I'd want to know.
If I had dinner with you, you know, and we would discuss, I would discuss all that. I would invite you at my place. We would have dinner at home. If I have to see you for an interview, I will see you either in a studio, either in a restaurant, or in a hotel, in a bar. I don't know, anywhere public and private at the same time. The thing is, you have to give away so much, you know, when you are an actress. You have to give away so much. You have to take so much from yourself. You have to use so much, you know, of yourself, even without knowing it sometimes, and even more, you know, sometimes that you would like to give away, that you have to keep something. Otherwise, it's the impression that you become like, I don't know, as if I would speak in my dreams, or I would do everything public, and I would be like, I don't know, I would have the impression to lose any sense of reality of life for me, you know.
You have to withhold something to give you strength.
Yes, but it's really a question of, it's not that I'm doing it to protect myself again. It's something I feel deeply, which is really in my character, because even when I was very young, you know, I was like that, even before I was an actress, you know.
It's a value you have.
Yes, it's a way of living, it's a way of thinking, and it's a way, it's the kind of relation I have with people, you know. I can be very intimate with someone, I can speak about very intimate things, but I won't go publicly like that discussing, you know, things on a certain level, you know.
For magazines.
Either it goes deep, either it stays at a certain level professional, and I think, you know, even when I'm speaking about professional things, I have the impression that I'm very personal, you know. I'm saying really what I think. I try really not to lie, you know, nice, how do you say, nice lies, how do you call that? You know what I mean?
I do.
Little lies
Little
that you
lies,
do.
white lies, they say sometimes.
White lies, I find that terrible. I mean, a lie is a lie, and that's it, you know. There is no white lie for me, so.
So would you be brutally honest with someone that was close to you if it was necessary? I mean,
yes.
You know, has it been hard for you to break up with men that you decided you had to leave?
It's always hard to break up.
Yeah. All right, let me go back to the film. There's so much to talk. Here, take a look. This is a scene from the film where Gabby is talking about mother, husband,
Secret.
money, secrets.
Oh, money?
Here it is. He's easy to work with?
No.
No.
No. He's
Demanding.
very directive, you know. He's very, very directive. Sometimes I would have liked, you know, maybe to discuss more, have the impression that we were, you know, discussing the thing before we started to do the scenes. But we went along quite
Yeah,
well.
wait, but let me understand this. If you would like more direction.
No, sometimes I think he was very directive, and we didn't have enough time, so we would arrive on the set, we would have to rehearse and work, and sometimes, you know, I would have liked to have more time with him.